In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use one of Flash's ready-made button symbols in order to first add a button onto our stage, and then we're going to add an action to the button in order to move to the next scene. And just a reminder, we've got the first scene, scene 1 and scene 2 in our current movie. Scene 1 and scene 2. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to Window, Common Libraries, Buttons, and I'm going to select the ready-made button. Big hundreds of buttons to choose from. I'm going to go to the classic buttons, and then I'm going to select playback buttons, and if I just scroll down, this is the one I'm looking for, Gel Right. I'm going to drag that over to my library, and it's actually in this folder, my Gel Right button. Notice the symbol for a button symbol. If I actually double click and go into that symbol, you'll see there's 4 states. The up state, so that's the state that we see before it's been clicked. Then we've got the over state, which is the state when the mouse hovers over the button. The down state when it's been clicked, and the hit area is actually the area that can be clicked on. So that doesn't change the way the button looks. It's actually the area that can be clicked on. So we can make that bigger if we want to make it a bigger area that the button can be that's clickable. So we're going to go back to scene 1, and I'm now going to add a new layer for my button. Clicking on here, new layer, and I'm going to call this next button, and click on the empty keyframe, the little white circle there. I'm just going to lock my actions. Click on the next button. Now I'm going to drag an instance of my right button, and very important, I need to give the instance a name. You'll notice here it's instance of Gel Right, which is the name of the button from the library. In the properties, I'm going to give it an instance name. I'm going to call it BTN, which is the naming convention for button, BTN next. Now, the next thing I do at the moment, if I play my movie, the button isn't actually doing anything. It's on my stage, and if I mouse over, I get the effects. If I click down, it goes black, but it doesn't actually do anything. So the next thing we need to do is we need to add an action to the button. And the way that we do this, I'm going to unlock my actions layer now. I've got my button selected, my instance selected. I'm going to go to my actions, right click on the actions, and just select this again. Then I'm going to go to code snippets, and in the code snippets you'll see you have a menu, actions, timeline navigation, animation. The one we're going to go to is timeline navigation, and we're going to say click to go to next scene and play. So double click on this, and you can see the code has been added for us. Actually, the code here, button X, which is the name of our instance, and it's added code to that button so that when the button's clicked now, if we just make that a bit bigger so you can see the whole code, when it's clicked, it will take us, this is action script has been written for us, created for us by Flash, it will take us to the next scene. So now I'm just going to test my movie one more time and click on the button, and I'm at my next scene. In the next tutorial, I will show you how to create a button symbol from scratch.